Hi everyone, Colleen here. I just wanted to show you a lovely card I found on Pinterest. I thought it was brilliant. It's a corner fold card. It's a really easy card to do. I've just made a few little changes to it, but not much. I just thought I'd like to share it with you. And the stamp set I'm using today is the Hawaiian Hibiscus. It's just beautiful. Aloha mahalo. But I'm using Happy Birthday on mine today. Now inside, the changes I've made is this piece of paper was meant to be the same size, but I really liked the deeper border around the edge. So I just cut the centerpiece down to, oh my gosh, what was it, 3 3/8 by 4 5/8 of an inch to fit just in that corner. So we'll get started now. Now my colouring in skills aren't the best. Now, oh, by the way, this one's done in poppy and the one we're doing now is in sapphire. So I'll give you a little tip on how I did the flower. I stamped it out using the Memento ink. I do excuse my phone. I'll get that later. And then we're just going to just really solidly colour in around the centre section of our flower. It'll be right in there, it'll stop. Probably my sister-in-law. Can't listen to that. There we are, it's on the floor now. So we'll go around like that, and then I just gently start to then just colour in out through here like this. Like I said, my colouring in skills are not the best. Like so. And then I take a paintbrush, just a little bit of water. I always like to dab the water on the back of my hand, and then we're going to just gently pull the colour of the pencil out, and then we'll go back after and just pull this piece out just to deepen the colour in through there. So do this bit first and then go back in and draw the deeper colour out, just like that. And that's all I did to colour in for the flower. And with the leaves, now the flower I've used spring iris. Oh, for the centre I've used honey. So what I did then was just colour in around roughly and down the centre, and then just use the same thing with the paintbrush and just up and around and down. That was all I did for the flower. And for the leaves, I just coloured up through the centre and give it a little bit of colouring out, and then down around the sides a bit deeper in colour, and then just coloured in there. I used the two colours here, which are green, clover meadow and citrus leaf, and then same deal, and then just up through the centre, and then just pull the two colours together. Like I said, I'm not the best artist in the world, but that's how I did my leaves. And then I just let them dry and then cut out around them by hand. Whew, that was a painful job. Anyway, let's get cracking. So I suggest that when you're making this card, you have a new blade in your trimmer, because when it flips you're going to be seeing the reverse side. So I've just put a new blade in, and my other one, when I did it, my blade wasn't quite so sharp and it actually left really furry edges. So I said, rightio, let's fix this. So what we're going to do is lay our cardstock in on the long side at 3 inches, and we're going to bring our blade to 2.5. Now what I might do, just to make it easier for you to see, is I cut off a little bit of this, put it down to our 7/8 inch mark there, and this one here starts at the 1/2 inch mark. So that's where our blade's got to go. So from 1/2 inch down to the 7/8 of an inch, which is just there. If you can see there, hopefully it's not too glaring. And we're just going to cut down to that point, and we're going to lift. We can take our little tabs off, because we're going to place them in a separate place now. We will turn this around, place it in at 3 inches again. Now we're going to place our blade at the 3-inch mark. We're going to place our blade there, and we're going to cut it up to 5/8, which is that little mark right there. So if you can see there, I'm just going to cut straight up. So we'll just cut straight up to that mark, and there it is, it's done. So we'll move our trimmer out of the way. Like I said, a new blade is essential. And then see how it's, she says, oh, look at that. No, we'll trim that off. Just quarter it over there. Right, so now what we do is we're going to fold this corner back towards yourself, and make sure that it's level here, that you get a nice level edge. Give it a little push, not too hard, and then run those flat. If you want, you can use a bone folder on those little bits to give you a crisp, even edge. And when you fold it over, there's your corner fold. Isn't that cool? So it's really easy. I found this and I thought, oh, what a fantastic card. So now what I'm going to do is add a little bit of tape runner here and here, and then fold this edge down to there. Now our pieces to go in the middle, that's how quick this card is. This is 2 3/4 by 2 3/4, and this is 2 1/2 by 2 1/2, our white piece to go on top. So we'll just mount those up together. And we'll mount our other pieces up. And before I go, see that rough edge, that leading edge? I'm just going to lightly sand that away. So it gives me a nice clean edge there. There we are. That'll make me happy. We're just going to place this onto here like so. The corner's going to butt now. There we go. Now for our inside sections. So our big piece is 4 inches by 5 3/4. 5 1/4. Oh my god, it's 5 1/4. Do excuse the phone. I'll just deal with it. Hang on. I usually take it off the hook, but I forgot to today. Sorry about that. So now we're going to add our centre piece in. We'll add that here. So that just fits down in that bottom corner, like so. That'll fit there. Now we'll flip it over, and I'm using sapphire today, so I'm going to be using sapphire ink. Oh, I've lost my happy birthday. Here we go. Let's take that there, and there we have it. And now I'll just put our flower onto the top. Now I'll just use some 3D foam tape. Oh, I had it here a second ago. Oh, here it is. So I'm just going to mount up our flower. 1, 2, 3. And put that into the middle of the white section. And then I'll add a little bit of tape runner there, and I'll put a little foam square here. And that one there will sit just in under here like this, and that just raises the end of the leaf just to give it a little bit more character. And one more onto there. Oh. Just into here, and there you have it. There's our 2 cards made using the Hawaiian flower. and you've got somewhere to write on the inside. But isn't that a lovely card? I'm really happy with that. Anyway, till next time, keep on creating, and bye for now.